Shalom, shalom. This your brother JAHsh, and I'm recording this video. Try to make it brief in response to this this dumbass here, Blasphemer of Truth. You know what I'm saying? A mutt. You know what I mean? A mutt, because he's been in theology school and he's earned his degrees in stupidity. You know what I'm saying? This is what I always tell y'all, man. I don't know what they teach y'all in theology school, but it ain't nothing about the Hebrew culture. You know what I mean? Case in point, right here. He says Joshua doesn't have any of the unique characteristics that Moses had. So let's destroy him and destroy his whole theology school, preparatory school bullshit. You know what I mean? Let's do it right now. Exodus 33:6. Let's go. Because motherfuckers just don't like to respect the elders and respect the ancestors of Yasharal. That's how I know that Israelites by blood, it doesn't mean nothing if Yahweh ain't with you. You know what I'm saying? He'll turn you into a Gentile, and he'll make you love a God created by Greeks. You know what I'm saying? Some bullshit. 33:6. You know what I mean? My bad. Let's see. My bad. Okay, yeah. So let's just go into the uniqueness of Joshua. All right. Moses would take the tent and pitch it outside the camp, far from the camp, and call it the tent of meeting. So it was that whoever sought Yahweh would go out to the tent of meeting, which was outside the camp. Whenever Moses would go out to the tent, the entire people would stand up and remain standing. So everybody in all of Israel will be standing up while Moses went out to the tent, and whoever was with Moses, everyone at the entrance of his tent, and they would gaze after Moses until he arrived at the tent. So they watched him, and whoever was with him walk all the way to the tent. When Moses would arrive at the tent, a pillar of cloud would descend and stand at the entrance of the tent, and he would speak with Moses. The entire people would see the pillar of cloud standing at the entrance of the tent, and the entire people would rise and prostrate themselves, everyone at the entrance of his tent. So when everyone saw this pillar of cloud come down at the tent of meeting, they would all prostrate themselves at their tent, right? Yahweh would speak to Moses face to face, as a man would speak with his fellow. Then he would return to the camp. His servant, Joshua, son of Nun, a lad, would not depart from within the tent. So Joshua was right there witnessing Moses and witnessing Yahweh's conversation with Moses face to face. But according to Blasphemer of Truth, that isn't unique. That's not unique at all. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep it going. Why? Because Blasphemer of Truth says Joshua doesn't have any of the unique characteristics that Moses had. Well, let's just keep it going. Let's go to Numbers 27:18, right? And big ups to all Torah Knights, all Torah keepers worldwide who stand up for our ancestors. You know what I'm saying? Who know that Yahweh has filled them with himself, aka his breath. You know, we got to stand up, man, because these theology brats are getting a little bit too cocky. You know what I'm saying? They're setting themselves up for Yahweh to destroy them. So be it. You know what I mean? Like this. Let's go. Numbers 27:18, right? Yahweh said to Moses, "Take yourself Joshua, son of Nun, a man in whom there is spirit." He already had spirit in him, but according to Blasphemer of Truth, that isn't unique. "And lean your hand upon him. You shall stand him before Eleazar the Kohen and before the entire assembly and command him before their eyes. You shall place some of your majesty upon him, so that the entire assembly of the children of Yasharal will pay heed. So Moses placed some of his majesty upon Joshua, who already had spirit, right? But according to Blasphemer of Truth, Moses' majesty isn't unique. You know what I'm saying? Right? That's what he said right here. Joshua doesn't have any of the unique characteristics that Moses had. This is the stupidity that they teach you in your degrees. You know what I'm saying? It's fucking stupid. All right? So that the entire assembly of the children of Israel will pay heed. So all the assembly of the children of Israel paid heed to Joshua and paid heed that Moses placed some of his majesty upon Joshua, who already was a man in whom there is spirit. But let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. Before Eleazar the Kohen shall he stand, who shall inquire for him of the judgment of the Urim, and before Yahweh at his word shall go out, and at his word they shall come in, he and all the children of Israel with him, and the entire assembly. Moses did as Yahweh had commanded him. He took Joshua and stood him before Eleazar the Kohen, and before the entire assembly. He leaned his hands upon him and commanded him as Yahweh had spoken through Moses. All right, let's keep it going, man. Numbers 31. Let's see. Okay, my bad. Salat. Let's see. Oh, my bad. All right, we're just going to skip that then. Sorry about that. Lost track where I was going. Too excited, you know what I'm saying? Let's go to Deuteronomy 18. Praise Yahweh. Some motherfuckers, man. All right. Here we go. Right? We're going to set it up. For anyone who does these is an abomination of Yahweh. And because of these abominations, Yahweh, your Elohim, banishes the nations from before you. So this is going into the lands, taking over the lands of the nation that was before us, right? A prophet from your midst, from your brethren, like me, shall Yahweh your God establish for you. To him shall you hearken, right? According to all that you ask of Yahweh, your Elohim, in Horeb, on the day of the congregation, saying, I can no longer hear the voice of Yahweh, my Elohim. In this great fire I can no longer see, so that I shall not die. Right? God sends his prophets to Israel. So this is also a preset up for what? Right? Let's go to Deuteronomy 34 and 9. And, Brother Lamont already covered this, but Yahweh deems it that motherfuckers just don't listen. So we got to keep reiterating stuff. Right? What does it say here? Joshua, son of Nun, was filled with spirit of wisdom, but according to Blasphemer of Truth, Joshua doesn't have any of the unique characteristics that Moses had. Joshua, son of Nun, was filled with the spirit of wisdom because Moses had laid his hands upon him. So the children of Yahshua obeyed him and did as Yahweh had commanded Moses. Right? So the children of Yahshua obeyed him and did as Yahweh had commanded Moses. Right? Never again has there arisen in Israel a prophet like Moses, whom Yahweh had known face to face, which is the truth, because Yahweh spoke to Moses face to face. But who was privy to that happening? Joshua. Why? Because we read earlier that Joshua was in the tent with Moses. And Joshua was already filled with spirit, and he got added to the spirit that he had by a little bit of Moses' majesty. And because of Moses' majesty, the people trusted Joshua and they followed him, like the scripture says. So what are these fools teaching y'all in theology school? Oh, I know. The teachers in theology school are just like Blasphemer of Truth, who teach that Joshua doesn't have any of the unique characteristics that Moses has. That's why. Oh, I get it now. I get it now. Because according to the theology school and the people with degrees, right? According to them, the spirit isn't unique. It's just not unique. But let's see what Yahweh thinks about the spirit. How about we do that? Right? Let's go back. Exodus 28:3. Let's go back. Let's jump in our time traveling ships and let's go back in time and see what Yahweh thinks about spirit. All right. Exodus 28:3. And you shall speak to all the wise-hearted people whom I have invested with a spirit of wisdom, and they shall make the vestments of Aaron to sanctify him to minister to me. These are the vestments that they shall make: a breastplate, an ephod, a robe, a tunic of box-like knit, a turban, and a sash. They shall make vestments of sanctity for Aaron, your brother, and his sons to minister to me. They shall take the gold, the turquoise, the purple, the scarlet, the wool, the linen. They shall make the ephod of gold, turquoise, purple, scarlet, and so on, so on, and so on. But according to Blasphemer of Truth, right? Spirit of wisdom and being wise-hearted isn't unique. Even though Moses had the spirit of wisdom and Moses was wise-hearted, who laid his hands upon Joshua, who was already full of spirit, and shared with him majesty. But according to Blasphemer of Truth, Joshua doesn't have any of the unique characteristics that Moses had. But we see that Yahweh invests spirits of wisdom and creates wise-hearted people. So Yahweh thinks that that's unique, but Blasphemer of Truth doesn't think that's unique. Who you gonna run with? I wonder. Let's see. 21:3 or 31:3. Exodus 31:3. Let's go. Let's see what Yahweh thinks about the spirit. And let's see what Yahweh thinks about gifts of majesty. Right? All right. I have filled him with a godly spirit. Yahweh spoke to Moses saying, see, I have called by the name Bezalel, son of Uri, son of of the tribe of Judah. I have filled him with a godly spirit, with wisdom, with insight, with knowledge, and with every craft, to weave designs, to work with gold, silver, and copper. I wonder if the Spirit of Jesus has filled Blasphemer of Truth with any of these qualities, right? Obviously not, because why? Blasphemer of Truth says Joshua doesn't have any unique characteristics that Moses have. Capital any, to emphasize that. Any. Right? I don't know what they're teaching these fools in theology school. It's a goddamn shame, man. But let's continue on. Exodus 35 and 31. All right. Ah, man, it's a damn shame, boy. All right, here we go again. Moses said to the children of Yasharal, see, Yahweh has proclaimed by name Bezalel, son of Uri, son of Ur, of the tribe of Judah. He filled him with godly spirit, with wisdom, insight, and knowledge, and with every craft. So not only did he have a godly spirit, which means that he understood workings of the Alahayim, right? Which means that he had angels circulating through his spirit, which means he had the presence of Yahweh, right? So with wisdom, insight, and knowledge, and with every craft, to weave designs, to work with gold and silver and copper, stone cutting for settings, so on, so on, so on, so on, so on. But according to Blasphemer of Truth, right? Blasphemer of Truth. According to him, Joshua doesn't have any of the unique characteristics that Moses had. Oh, man. But let's keep it going. What did Yahweh feel about spirit? What did Yahweh feel about spirit? Let's go to 1 Chronicles 28:12. Let's just do it. Let's go all the way. Let's fly through time. Let's fly through time and expose the wickedness of theology schools and expose the wickedness of theology who teach you to bow down before the statue of Nebuchadnezzar, right? Right? Let's see. 1 Chronicles 28:12. Let's go. All right. Here we go. Let's preface it. Dawud then gave to his son Solomon the plans for the hall and its structures, storage rooms, upper chambers, and inner rooms, and for the chamber of the ark cover, and the plans for all that he had with him by divine inspiration, for the courtyards of the temple of Yahweh, and for all the chambers all around, for the storage rooms of the temple of Alahayim, and for the treasuries of the consecrated items, as well as the plan for the divisions of the Kohanim and the Levites, and for all the work of the service of the temple of Yahweh, and for all the vessels of the service of the temple of Yahweh. So we see here that Dawud, even before any temple was physically built, gave to Solomon the plans for all of it and how to manage and order out all of it. But according to Blasphemer of Truth, that isn't unique. That's not unique. Joshua doesn't have any of the unique characteristics that Moses had. So according to Blasphemer of Truth, that isn't unique, right? According to Blasphemer of Truth, Jesus has endowed him with more wisdom and more instructions than Dawud and Shalamah in their righteousness, right? I don't know what theology school is teaching y'all, but it's obvious that Yahweh thinks spirit is important, that Yahweh thinks highly of what he endows upon people. But these fools will tell you that all your ancestors weren't shit. Right? And they'll emphasize it just so they can uphold their idol. And that, my people, is a goddamn shame. And they deserve to die. But it's obvious that Yahweh has plans for them, either to expose them and use them to show you, Yasharal, what not to do, or to reach them with his truth to bring them back to him. Yahweh wants all Yasharal scattered all around to return to him. And if you listen to a theology, wicked demon Luciferian, they'll tell you somebody's got to die for you in order for that to happen. But not according to Yahweh. Yahweh wants you to seek him from within. No mediator, just you and Allahayim, just you and your breath that Yahweh has given you, you and your soul that Yahweh has given you, you whom Yahweh has given you, yes, you. But if you follow Blasphemer of Truth, who says Joshua doesn't have any of the unique characteristics that Moses had, then you're liable to think that all of your ancestors are cannon folly or able to be shitted on. And right? So, man, I don't know, man. I don't know what the fuck they're teaching these theology people. But, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what they're teaching these fools. Some bullshit. It's just the way it goes, man. What, I got a little bit more time? Man, all praises to Yahweh, man. Can you believe that, man? These fools out here are so cocky and arrogant that they would, and it happens all the time in churches. Everyone always likes to hone in on and talk shit about the patriarchs when they can't even walk. They can't even rock a portion of the shoe of one of these ancestors. You know what I'm saying? Not even a portion. Right? And Lamad is right, man. The brothers are right, man. All these Christians aren't doing shit. They're waiting for Lucifer to be created through a hadron collider into a hologram form so they can follow him. But hey, follow him to your fucking death. You know what I mean? Me and my family, we serve Yahweh. No doubt. No doubt. And Yahweh is within us. Yahweh opens up the heavens to y'all. Y'all need to accept that, man. Accept heaven here on earth, man. Why you gotta die? Y'all are fucking stupid. Wake the fuck up, man. Even when I was a child in church, I never believed Jesus. I just thought he was an ill brother. But I know now that I'm older, the teacher of righteousness, the true Yeshua, so to speak, was an ill brother because he fought against all the bullshit just like we're doing. Right? What did Ezekiel have to say? Another one of our wonderful ancestors. What did he have to say about it? I'm going to end it on this. Now the members of your people say, the way of Yahweh is not proper. But them, it is their ways that are not proper. If a righteous person turns back from his righteousness and practices corruption, he shall die for his acts. And if a wicked person turns back from his wickedness and acts with justice and righteousness, he shall live for his acts. Yet you say, the way of Yahweh is not proper. I shall judge you, each man according to his ways, O house of Israel. But according to the stupid theological schools, they'll say what? That only applied to Israel. Of course, it doesn't apply to you. You see how they do it? Pass off their wickedness onto somebody else. You become the scapegoat. Ooh, it's a damn shame, man. Anyhow, man, hopefully all you true people who listen to the voice of Yahweh can get something out of this and glean some insight. You know what I'm saying? All praises to Yahweh. Link back up with Yahweh. You will live forever. Yahweh is eternal. He is one. Yasharal, you are the first begotten son. You're the firstborn. Be born. Wake up. Be born. Don't be like a stillborn, like a rejected birth, like these Christians, these theological wicked Luciferians. Don't be like them, because they're going to lead you to death. They're going to lead you to Paul or Shaul or Sheol. And what you going to do then?